Hello, I'm Steve Freed, your English 111 instructor for the fall term of 2020. And I wanted to reach out to you in a way that's less impersonal than the course syllabus, which you probably have had a chance to look at by now. But I wanted to talk to you about the organization of the course and about how we're going to get started. And I hope you'll bear with me while I go over some of the particulars that I think are important to get off to a good beginning. Thanks for your time and attention in advance. I want you to be able to get in touch with me. In this unusual situation, communication is the key to everything. And as a result, I'd like to first present you with the ways of reaching me. First of which is by email. stephen.fried@csi.cuny.edu. Emails to me there will be read within an hour or so if it's not the middle of the night, and will be answered as soon as they're read. The second way to get in touch with me, probably not as good, but goes to the same place eventually, is at a voicemail number, 929-224-4593. If you call there, you'll get a voice message prompt, and it will be transcribed to my email, and I'll also get back to you. I hope those are useful to you, and I hope you use them. Before I get on to the course, though, let's talk about anxiety, because I know some people are very anxious about getting to college, and especially with everything else that's going on. The thing I like about this course is there are no tests and no quizzes. All the grading is based on papers that you hand in and get back with directions for how to make them better, and then get back again if necessary, so you can keep working on these and raising the grade for as long as you need to get the result you want. The other thing, of course, that should be useful is that we're engaged collaboratively in an experiment that's very strange to all of us. And that strangeness is something that we can work against if we work together. So if you let me know what's bothering you, what's puzzling you, anything you need to know about the course and working in it, I'll be able to adjust things so that we can get through this as successfully as possible. My first objective, and it has to do with the first assignment, which is a survey I'd like you to fill out by Friday. And I've emailed you a link to it, and there's a link on Blackboard under Course Texts and Tasks, is a personal essay based on your own experience. And when I get the results of that survey back to you, I'm going to begin a process that's going to last the whole course, which has to do with my getting to know you as a writer and you getting to know me as your editor. Editing takes several forms. Copy editing involves learning about the correct grammar and form of words and the endings of words in order to write correctly. Line editing involves correct sentence boundaries and continuity. And finally, literary editing involves the overall organization of papers. And all of those things go together in terms of developing good communication with your reader, which is the real objective of the course. The editing process is something that each of us, as a pair of you and me, will work on together and will develop out of your writing and out of my responses to it. And I want you to trust that process, and in order to trust it, I want you to constantly be in touch with me about how it's working for you. On Blackboard, you will find a lot of information. The things I'd like you to look at first are the section called Course Information, which gives you the syllabus, the correction process, and the rubric or standards that are applied to your papers. Beyond that, and what you'll need to be looking at every week, is a section called Course Texts and Tasks that makes it possible for you to follow what assignments are required for that week. Regarding that, I want to make the point that the most important thing that you can do in this course is stay current with the assignments. Because every assignment depends on the one before it and leads to the one after it. And if things get out of order or get all piled up in one place, especially at the end of the semester, then the results will not be good. So I want you to stay with the schedule, even though it might seem heavy at first, because as we move on and the term levels out, things get much smoother, and by the time we get to the last quarter of the semester, when the other courses tend to be piling on work, we're mostly working on revisions and on elective work that can raise your average. So bear with me at the beginning, and we'll get off to a start that will make it possible to work smoothly through the rest of the term. One thing that I do want you to be aware of is that besides the basic assignments you need to get through the course, you will also be offered bonus assignments. These are no-risk assignments that you can try, and whether you succeed or fail at them, they can't hurt your average. They can only help it. If you get a grade on a bonus assignment that's higher than your average, it will raise it. If you get one that's the same or lower than your average, it will not lower it. These will be offered every week along with the regular assignments. Again, I want to stress that this is an experiment in which we're all engaged at an equal level of not knowing what to do. And if you can help me by letting me know how it's going for you, I would appreciate it, and I think you'll find quickly that it will make things go much better. Let me end by providing you once again with the contact information that I gave you in the beginning, and starting with my email, which that isn't. Stephen.Fried@csi.cuny.edu. Use this email all that you need to get what you need in the course. Backup for that if there's a problem, voicemail at 929-224-4593. Thank you for your time in listening to this, and I look forward to meeting you as a writer when I see your work on the survey for the personal essay on Friday. And thank you again for listening.